So it's the day after we see Max Holloway beat Dustin Poirier in Dustin Poirier's final fight in the UFC, and I thought that it was a great fight. I thought that it was a great main event. It was a really entertaining matchup, and we saw a lot of things that we could pretty much say that Max Holloway fixed in terms of how he approaches southpaw fighters, which I think is pretty smart. Rounds number 1 and number 2 were really shaky for Dustin Poirier. I thought that Dustin Poirier was fighting very timid. He seemed to be very passive, and he was just reacting to a lot of the things that Max Holloway was throwing at him. Look, I'm gonna just say this. I think that knockdown in round number 2 that we saw from Max Holloway, I think that Max Holloway might have just let Dustin Poirier live a little bit, in my honest opinion. I think that Max Holloway had the momentum to finish that fight if he wanted to. He just didn't want to finish that fight. I think that he let the fight go on, and he gave Dustin Poirier a chance to breathe and a chance to pretty much come back into that fight. I think that Max Holloway did like a sort of gentleman's agreement or something. There has to be one, and pretty much not ending the fight the way that it could have, in my honest opinion. In rounds 3 and 4, we saw Max Holloway do some pretty interesting things that I wish he would have done in other fights against Dustin Poirier, and that is disengagement. We usually always see Max Holloway try to pretty much outskill his opponents in the 50-50, but in this fight, we saw that Max Holloway actually tried to outposition his opponents, that being Dustin Poirier, and that's a very good thing that we're seeing from Max Holloway. Finally, he's like fighting very smart. You know, he's fighting in a very sophisticated way, picking his battles and not just trying to pretty much outskill his opponent each and every single time there's a 50-50 engagement. So very good stuff from Max Holloway, some very high IQ stuff. I think that he's finally at the next level of fight IQ, because what we saw yesterday against Dustin Poirier, he just didn't give Dustin Poirier any momentum in the open stance to find any openings to become offensively capable to finish that fight whatsoever. He did get knocked out, not knocked out, but he did get knocked down once, and he was able to recover pretty quick. There was also that moment in the end, I think, of round number 3 where Dustin Poirier found himself in a really good position, but that was only in the last 20 seconds of the round, and I think that Max Holloway right there made a little bit of a mistake, kind of letting Dustin Poirier come back into that fight when he had the full opportunity to finish it. But anyways, in the last 10 seconds of the round, of course, we see this famous Max Holloway thing that he likes to come to the center of the octagon and give his opponent his final glory, especially against someone like Dustin Poirier that's in his final fight of the UFC. He let him have that let's do this shit right here in the middle of the octagon, which I thought was pretty cool and something that was definitely to be expected, and I respect Max Holloway for doing that. Max Holloway also posted this a couple of hours ago. He said, "It was an honor to share the octagon once, not twice, but 3 times with this man. Thank you, Dustin, for being a warrior in the cage and even a greater person out of it. The sport is going to miss you. Enjoy your retirement. Paid in full. Diamonds are forever." And of course, this is the picture that they took last night. And it was a pretty good performance, man. That last freaking send-off from Dustin Poirier whenever they gave him that little tribute video was pretty cool to see as well. The last thing that I would like to point out in this video is, of course, the crazy resume that is Dustin Poirier's professional career as an MMA fighter. Max Holloway 3 times, Conor McGregor 3 times, Justin Gaethje twice, Eddie Alvarez twice, Anthony Pettis, Khabib, Islam Makhachev, Korean Zombie, The Bronx, Cub Swanson, Will Borlow, and of course Michael Chandler. Dustin Poirier has had a crazy amazing career, a really good career from Dustin Poirier. I think that he's gonna go down as one of the greats in the lightweight, and he is definitely gonna be a Hall of Famer of this sport, 100% without a doubt. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below about the performance from Dustin Poirier and Max Holloway down in the comments. As always, is a pleasure. Peace out and have a good one.